Back to school, back to school. If you think Tommy and I are a bunch of fools, then yell at us in the comments section because we're coming at you with our 2020 NFL draft grades. Tom, Arizona Cardinals, they're first here. Number A, A grade.
Great start there, Mitch. I like what the Arizona Cardinals did. One of my draft winners, actually. Huge fan of their moves. I love getting Isaiah Simmons. Yeah, they had no second-round pick due to the DeAndre Hopkins trade. I love what the Cardinals did. Josh Jones, Lecky Fotu, and, Benjamin round 7, and I still there. Good job by the Arizona Cardinals.
I mean, you really think everything they've done, really like a lot of the moves they've done this offseason. Let's now go to the Atlanta Falcons, grade C. So, Tom, I want you to walk us through here your draft grades and how you break all these down.
A C is average. Please keep that in mind. I actually love the Marlon Davidson pick, like the Matt Hennessy pick. Wasn't a fan of A.J. Terrell. Day 3, Mykal Walker, Jalen Hawkins, the punter. Now, one was round 7, so who cares, but I thought Walker and Hawkins were reached. Not a bad draft, but an average draft in the end for the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go to the next team here on our list. They get an A, the Baltimore Ravens. Love the Patrick Queen pick here.
This might be a surprise, guys, but good teams draft well. That is the Baltimore Ravens, another big-time winner for me. Patrick Queen was great value. Dobbins was a steal. I love Justin Madubuike, Devin Duvernay, and James Proche, two of my favorite slot guys this year. I didn't love Tyree Phillips, but Malik Harrison, Ben Bredesen, Geno Stone in round 7. And the Ravens crushed it this year. Top 3 draft.
Another team that's been crushing it this entire offseason, the Buffalo Bills. They get a B grade. No first-round pick because they went out and traded for Stephon Diggs.
Kind of caps their upside in terms of my grades. But this was a good draft. I like that Panessa. Really good value there. Gabriel Davis, Isaiah Hodgins, some great production in college. I like going Jake Fromm, too. Zach Moss could be a very nice rotation piece in Buffalo with Devin Singletary.
The Carolina Panthers, A- defensive focus for Carolina, which makes a lot of sense because they lost a ton of pieces in free agency.
Every single pick in the end for Carolina, of course, the UDFAs will change that, but every single pick was a defensive pick for the Carolina Panthers. I didn't have a really bad picks involved here for them. I like Derek Brown, Yaturgos Matos, Jeremy Chin, Troy Pride, Kenny Robinson, Bravion Roy. I didn't care for Stanley Thomas Oliver. That's 221. Oh, no, bad pick in round 7. That means it did something right. Some better players on the board there overall, but Carolina, 2 thumbs up right there, guys. Good job.
You said doing something right. I think we did something right. We got 10,939 subs on the draft.
Wow, you guys are awesome.
3 days. We appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, let's get to 11,000 subscribers. Click that big red button, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV. All right, Tom, let's now go to the Chicago Bears. C- grade. Don't tell Harrison Graham that, though.
Yeah, I'll make this note, by the way, as well. I'm not really factoring in trades for players. I'm trying to keep it centered on the draft picks made. So, of course, they got Khalil Mack. That's worked out pretty darn well for them. I don't know why you pay Jimmy Graham, but Cole Kmet is a better tight end. I did like the Jalen Johnson pick. Darnell Mooney's fine. I'm really confused as to why this team completely ignored safety and offensive line until round 7 when they went with the Key and Peele East-West Shrine game, guys.
The Cincinnati Bengals at a B+. Love that joke there. Are you a little bit low, though, on the Bengals? You get Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Logan Wilson, and I also love Akeem Davis-Gaither.
Yeah, there are some injury risks there with Davis-Gaither and Marcus Bailey at linebacker. My biggest concern for the Bengals, I like the Joe Burrow pick. T. Higgins was fine, more of a B grade there. Of course, I love the Burrow pick. Only Akeem Adeniji, maybe build a better offensive line because I hate Bobby Hart.
Let's go to
it is personal.
Let's go to the Cleveland Browns. Yes, I know. It's an A-. I love the value they were able to get there with Grant Delpit falling all the way to 44.
Only thing holding this draft back from being a straight A was Jacob Phillips. I didn't like that pick. Harrison Bryant, I was a little iffy on, but that's probably more of a B- pick. Nick Harris, Donovan Peoples-Jones was great value. I am a big fan of what the Browns have done. Among the overall offseason winners, Browns are top 5 for me.
I'll tell you what, if there's one team that I absolutely love that killed this draft, it's the Dallas Cowboys, getting the steal in the first round with CeeDee Lamb at 17.
They took the top player on my personal board with CeeDee Lamb, Neville Gallimore, and Bradley Anae. Not many teams actually pulled that off. Plus Trevon Diggs and Reggie Robinson at corner, Tyler Biadasz as well. I don't know much about Ben DiNucci. I'll investigate him. But the Cowboys, who historically I've actually given very low grades to, historically speaking, gave him a C last year. I was right, you Kristen Hill truthers. It's a huge win for the Cowboys this year.
So those are some of our biggest winners. So we want to know from you, which team is the biggest winner of the 2020 NFL Draft Throw it in the comments section below. For me so far, Tom, well, actually, we haven't got to my biggest winner. It's coming up here in just a little.
We might have the same biggest winner, Mitch.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's go now to the Denver Broncos, an A-minus grade. Double dipped at wide receiver with Judy and Hamler. A lot of offensive picks here.
I really like what they did on day 3. They also got Lloyd Cushenberry for some offensive line help. McTelvin Majim as well. Albert O is maybe a bit of a reach, but Justin Sturnod. Natani Muti could be a steal. Tyree Cleveland, I love the Derek Tuska pick as well, so bumped it up from a B just inside that A-minus range.
Let's now go to the winners, clearly, of the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions, an A++++.
Yeah, Detroit Lions, you guys crushed this draft. You were so upset with me that I gave you guys a C+ through day 2. I had to make it nice and give you guys an A+, right? Yeah, maybe you guys should chill at least a little bit. A B is a good grade. There's nothing personal with the Detroit Lions. I don't care that this is your best draft in years, which I think it actually is, by the way. Doesn't mean you nailed every pick. I thought DeAndre Swift was way too early. I like Jonah Jackson and Logan Stenberg. Weird to go to two RBs as well. It is a good draft. It's an above-average draft. Doesn't mean everyone gets an A. We're not giving out cookies to everybody just for showing up. There are no participation trophies in the NFL draft.
Lions fans, remember, it's all love. Let's go now to the Green Bay Packers because we did not love their draft whatsoever.
Oh, boy. I hate it. This, in the end, totally comes down to Jordan Love. If Jordan Love hits, they're in much better shape.
Yep.
But I hate the process here. It's one thing.
Doesn't make sense.
One thing to take Jordan Love and then just let him learn. It's another thing to ignore some of your biggest needs and build an entire draft around the quarterback you took when you have Aaron Rodgers. This is a bad draft for the Green Bay Packers. The GM, Brian Guntheis, claimed, oh, no, we're not changing the offense. You, sir, sit on a throne of lies. This is all about Jordan Love, and I hate that process for the Green Bay Packers. Bad job.
And if you
DM me on Twitter if you're mad at me.
So if you think Dom's a hater and you, sir, are a hater, go hit him up at What Going Down. Let's go to the Houston Texans now. A D+. Hey, Houston.
The lack of draft capital really kills you here because you had a round 2, round 3, 2 round 4s, and a round 5 pick. I'm okay with Ross Blacklock and Jonathan Grenard. Nothing too impressive there. They added another speedy wide receiver. Kind of weird on that front. They did add John Reed, but not till round 4. I didn't like the Charlie Heck pick. I don't want to pile on too much to Bill O'Brien because I don't think he's a very good GM, but the lack of draft capital really brought down this grade. I'm not going to grade on a curve for Houston just because, they only had fewer picks. That's not fair to them.
Yeah, it's Bill O'Brien's fault. That's Bill O'Brien's fault. The Indianapolis Colts, they get a B- grade. I like the Michael Pittman move a lot. You know that I love me some Jonathan Taylor.
fan.
You got to be. And Jacob Eason, he gets to learn underneath Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, worthwhile gamble there for Eason. Kind of up and down. Didn't love the Julian Blackmon pick. I did like Desmond Patman later on. Chris Ballard's a pretty good GM, but I almost gave this a C+. It was pretty close for him, but I do kind of bank on Pittman and Taylor being key cogs of that offense going forward.
Sticking here in the division, Jacksonville Jaguars, an A-, plethora of picks. C.J. Henderson, K. Levon Chasen, great round draft value.
Quantity makes life easier in the NFL draft. Some weird picks late. Tyler Davis, Chris Claybrooks kind of brought things down there. But I love getting Henderson, Chason, Chenault, Hamilton, Barch, and Josiah Scott with their first couple picks. Like the Colin Johnson pick, too. Look, they're kind of rebuilding. They might have a brand-new coaching staff next year, but Jacksonville did a good job in this draft.
Let's now go to the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champs, and C-, but when you're as good as they are and you had only 5 picks, does it,
Yeah, I mean, Chiefs fans, if you're upset, it's okay. You won the Super Bowl, so it's not that big of a deal. I like the Clyde Edwards-Helaire pick from a fit perspective. Hate the value. Willie Gay could be an impressive option for you. L'Jarius Sneed, potential sleeper there as well. Didn't get Mike Dana in round 5. Lucas Niang maybe a piece there, but it's more of the average grade side.
Las Vegas Raiders, you're up. We're giving them a B grade. 3 wide receivers. Henry Ruggs at number 12, the fastest guy in this year's draft. Then you go out and get Brian Edwards from South Carolina. Lynn Bowden from Kentucky. Bowden, he's also going to play a little bit of running back. Wide receiver, you can see him split there.
He's fun, man.
He's a lot of fun. 5 return touchdowns last year. Damon Arnett was a little bit of a head scratcher.
That killed it.
They did, though, I think, make some really good picks on day 3. A B grade for the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's keep it moving here now, Tom. In the AFC West, the Chargers, B. I like Kenneth Murray, but I wasn't crazy about them trading up to 23.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at as well. Joshua Kelley could be a fun piece as a rotation back. I loved getting KJ Hill in round 7. That was a steal as a future slot receiver. It all comes down to Justin Herbert. I thought that was a worthwhile gamble for LA. Would have preferred one offense lineman, but they just don't really seem to want to invest that much in that spot right now.
Speaking of LA, we'll stick here with the Rams, and if their logo was getting a grade, I'd probably give it an F, but we're going to give them here a C. Offensive focus early makes a lot of sense.
I disagree. That's why
Disagree?
I gave it a C. You
Okay.
drafted Darrell Henderson. Now you're on to Cam Akers, so that guy's a prospect. Van Jefferson, a little early for me at number 57. I like Terrell Burgess. I don't know why they took a tackle. I think that team needs front 7 help, and they need offensive line help. They took a guard in round 7, a linebacker in round 7, interior, and then an outside linebacker that I actually really liked, plus a kicker. This is an average draft, especially with no first-round pick.
The Miami Dolphins, you get a B, and you want to talk about another team that just had picks, a lot of picks, but I think had some reaches with those picks.
Yeah, but I think in the end, if you have enough quantity, they're going to find starters out of this group. I don't think they maximize their pick, and it does all come down to Tua in the end. Maybe Austin Jackson develops. Noah Igbignogany could be a great nickel for you. I like the Robert Hunt pick. Didn't like Raekwon Davis. Brandon Jones is a bit of a reach. Not a huge Solomon Kinley guy. Jason Strobridge could fit really well in that defensive scheme. I did love Curtis Weaver in round 5 as well. Long snapper in round 6 is stupid.
Stupid? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Malcolm Perry, he was drafted here by the Dolphins, and I want to give a special shout out to JM, who made our draft coverage a lot of fun, and he's right now, I believe, with the Army. He's with the Army, Army. Better military branch, okay? So Army, Navy, Air Force, or you guys can just start typing USA. He's in Germany right now serving our country.
Spam USA. That is
every
the
single
answer.
person. The correct answer is spam USA. Let's get into potentially, Tom, the winner of the 2020 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings. Absolutely love what they did. 17 total picks.
Ball in draft by Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, Jeff Gladney, Ezra Cleveland, Cameron Dantzler. Didn't like DJ Wanham. James Lynch, Troy Dye, Harrison Hand was fine. Didn't like KJ Osborne. Didn't like Blake Brindell. Loved Kenny Willekes later on. So many picks. If you miss on 4 picks with this many, you still have a crazy good draft. Quantity matters. Great job, Minnesota. My favorite draft this year.
Tom's excited. I don't know if New England fans are going to be excited, though, about this D-plus grade. Kyle Duggar at 37. That was their first pick in this year's draft.
Really inconsistent draft for me. Like, I like the Kyle Duggar pick. Love Josh Uche. A little early for Anthony Jennings. Devin Asiasi, Dalton Keene, kind of weird 2 tight end picks. Don't know why I went a kicker in round 5. Like Michael Onwenu in round 6. Rest of the round kind of iffy. Just isn't enough big impact options here for me in terms of the NFL draft. And I don't normally like the Patriots draft, and they've had a lot of misses, but they go quantity too. But I think going with so many linebackers was kind of weird for me, and to not go with a single receiver, that's a head scratcher for me. I don't get that.
So which team is the biggest loser of the 2020 NFL Draft? Is it the Patriots? Is it the Lions? I'm
Green
kidding.
Bay.
Seriously, let us know in the comment
Green
section. You're saying Green Bay?
Green Bay.
Okay. If you're going to go with Tom, type Packers below. Let's keep it moving here. We got the New Orleans Saints in A- grade. You're going to have to explain yourself this one.
Well, I like what they did. I liked Cesar Ruiz a little bit early, but he does fill a need. I loved Zach Bond and Adam Trautman in round 3. Taking Tommy Stevens in round 7 was silly. You don't try and replicate Taysom Hill, but whatever. It's round 7. They were aggressive, limited quantity, but I love the quality involved here, minus round 7. But no such thing as a bad 7th round pick.
Let's go to New York. Giants, y'all are up. B grade, 2 potential future tackles to help protect Danny Dimes.
Yeah, kind of a weird haul for the Giants. They went with 3 offensive linemen, Thomas Parrott and Shane Lemieux, multiple linebackers, especially on day 3, Cam Brown, Carter Coughlin, kind of an edge guy, TJ Brunson, Tay Crowder, and then 3 more defensive backs, including Xavier McKinney. A good draft from the Giants, but I would put a little bit more positional diversity. Oh, also Darnay Holmes at corner, too.
Let's go to the other team in New Jersey, the Jets, A- grade. A lot of high upside picks, and the Denzel Mims at 59. Love it, love it, love it.
First draft for GM Joe Douglas. I like a lot of what I see, especially early. He wanted athletes. Mekhi Becton, Denzel Mims. I think Ashton Davis might play some cornerback for them. Jabari Zuniga, really good haul there early on. Michael Pirine could be a nice piece. I'm not a big James Morgan fan, but he's going to be a backup anyway. I really liked Bryce Hall in round 5. It kind of dipped back down to a B for me because I gave him an A- after day 2. Get down to a B with the James Morgan pick. Jump back up with Bryce Hall. Injury concerns, but I loved him last year. or in 2018, especially for Virginia.
I think the next team, the Eagles, I think they filled a lot of needs, but somebody needs to explain to me why they felt the need to take Jalen Hurts in round 2.
I hate it. Clearly, they're worried about Carson Wentz's injuries. That's the only way you can justify that pick, which isn't good. They ignored corner. I don't like that idea. I like the Jalen Reagor pick. Not everyone did. Davion Taylor's pretty raw. They really helped themselves out in day 3. I liked Kayvon Wallace. I like John Hightower. I like Prince Tega Winogo. Little weird how they took 3 receivers and traded for Marquise Goodwin. It's a unique path there for Philadelphia.
Let's stick here in Pennsylvania. Let these guys decide who has the better draft because you didn't help them out. C+.
Look, no first-round pick. It's obviously worth it because you got Minkah Fitzpatrick, but these are draft grades. I liked Kevin Dotson. I'm not as high on Chase Claypool, but I think he's a pretty good fit for what Big Ben likes. Alex Highsmith could be a nice number 3 pass rusher for you. Anthony McFarland and Antoine Brooks are sleepers for me, but you're banking on the outside top 100 picks. You only had one guy in there. It really caps what you're able to do in terms of maximizing your draft grade, but it's worth it because you got Minkah and Devin Bush as a result of some of those previous trades.
If you guys are liking the video, please give us a like right now. I would appreciate it. Also, go to chatsports.com/Steelers1 if you want this jersey here, new Steelers jersey. Or watch this, chatsports.com/49ers1. Fun tip, if you just type in chatsports.com/your favorite team and then the number 1, you can get NFL draft jerseys of the players that were taken in the 2020 NFL draft. Cool? Sound good. Chatsports.com, team 1. Let's stick here with the 49ers. C grade, Tom.
Yeah, Javon Kinlaw could be a really nice piece for him. Brandon Ayuk fits really well along with what Juwan Jennings brings. I like that pick in round 7 for Jennings and for the 49ers. Some great value there. I don't care much for McKivitz or Charlie Warner, and I do want to make a note here. I'm not really factoring in the trade for Trent Williams. That feels like it's cheating. Great trade for the 49ers. Very, very light on draft capital. They got a couple good players here. In the end, I think this is a very average draft by San Francisco, but it was going to be tough to do a whole lot more with not that much draft capital available and that they didn't trade down to add a bunch more in the end.
Let's go with the clear draft winners, the Seattle Seahawks. I'm just going to let you go.
Look, you're going to get mad at me. It's fine. I understand it. You're a Seahawks fan. You're trying to support your team. It's not good, man. Jordan Brooks, big-time reach. Don't like it. Darrell Taylor moving up for him? Bold choice. Kind of weird there. I actually dug the Damian Lewis pick. DJ Dallas could be fun. I don't know why you took 2 tight ends when you already had 4 on the roster. I'm surprised your only receiver taken was Freddie Swain. You didn't get value here, Seattle. It wasn't a good draft. I'm sorry. The reality, the truth is, you haven't drafted well in recent years. It's okay. Not everybody does. But I'm not going to just try and be nice to you guys when I don't think you drafted well. If I'm wrong, I hope I am. I'm not ever going to cheer against teams or players. This was a bad draft, guys. I am sorry, but it was bad.
You done, Tom?
Yeah,
Let me know your one-word reaction to the Seahawks draft. I think Tom would say.
Hater Tom.
Hater Tom?
2 words. I'll merge into one.
Go yell at him at Twitter at @whatgoingdowny. All right, let's go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, A-. They got my number 1 offensive tackle, protect Tom Brady, Tristan Wirfs. Love it.
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs is a really great pick. I love Antoine Winfield. Didn't like Keyshawn Vaughn. Brought it down a little bit, but I like the upside picks of Tyler Johnson and Khalil Davis. Johnson, Godwin, and Mike Evans, man. If Johnson hits, oh boy, that's a fun trio out in Tampa. Plus, you got Gronk over there. I like what the Bucs are doing, man. They're having fun.
Let's go to the Tennessee Titans, A-. I think one of the best value picks in Kristian Fulton out of LSU.
Yeah, I'm a big Kristian Fulton fan. I think he's a great fit for what Tennessee wants to do. I didn't love Isaiah Wilson, but I'll do some mental gymnastics here. Hey, flip Wilson and Fulton. Heck of a haul there. Darrington Evans is a nice piece for him. I like Drake taking a flyer on Cole McDonald. Why not in round 4? And Larrell Murchison could be a decent fit for what that team likes to do up front.
Let's wrap things up here with the Washington Redskins, C+.
Yeah, Chase Young obviously is the correct pick. It's awesome, but they were very light on draft capital, and that makes it tough to get high grades. Antonio Gibson, we'll see how he fits over there. Sadiq Charles, I like that one. Antonio Gandy Golden, I like that one. The rest of the way, not a whole lot of impact. I think you got one guaranteed starter. I think the rest of those guys, especially early, Gibson, Gandy Golden, they're going to be rotational pieces. Maybe Charles can make up for the rest of that draft there. You need him to be a really good piece with a big-time hole at left tackle.
Help us get to 11,000 subscribers for the 2020 NFL Draft. Just so you know, we were the number 1 most watched last year and this year, and I just want to say thank you.
Yes.
So if you haven't hit that sub button, please do.